What's going on, virtual aviators? Rain here. Okay, so real quick, we're going to talk about the Pilatus PC12 NGX. So in career mode, I've been seeing stuff in the forums, and it happened to me once, where this plane, everyone, you take off, you get to cruising altitude, and everyone on board dies of hypoxia, and you don't understand why your plane isn't pressurizing or flying as it should be as a pressurized aircraft. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hop in the sim. I'm going to show you what's wrong and where the issue kind of is with the game, and then I'll show you how to fix it, and you can fly this thing. It should fly just fine. I just did a couple of missions with it, so it's just a quick fix. All right, so now we're in our PC12. So what we're going to do is we're loaded up. This is a cargo mission. We're loaded up in the plane, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go our Control E start. So we're gonna not follow any checklist or procedures. We're just going to press Control E and start the aircraft. Now, the thing that happens here is the oxygen system for the PC12 does not turn on. Similar to how in the Cessna, the fuel tanks aren't selected to both like they should be, as if you were following a checklist. The PC12, the developers, they didn't make it so that the oxygen system's on. So what you're looking for is down here, next to your co-pilot here. We'll just kind of scroll over. So right here, this is your oxygen system lever. So we'll move this out of the way. By default, if you open the cabin pressure and system modes, they should be on auto. So you can switch this. So auto is what you want for cabin pressure. So you shouldn't have to touch anything else here. Just leave it on auto. You don't need to mess with climb or descent, manual control, or any of that. The only thing you need to do is grab this lever and set it to on. That's going to turn on your oxygen system. With this on, the cabin will pressurize. It'll do it automatically, and we shouldn't have to worry about anybody getting hypoxia on the aircraft. I should add, if you did, and this is where I think this is a problem with the game. So this isn't... even if you were to follow the checklist, so if we go to our aircraft and we were to go to checklists, I went through all of this. Okay, so if you went through your standard checklist, right? You leave it on standard. It does not tell you to turn that oxygen lever on in any of these steps. So before takeoff, starting engine, it doesn't tell you to do any of that. So even if you change this, you change it to expert, right? It's still not in there. So nothing in the game tells you to turn this oxygen lever on. I found this by actually just looking into real world PC12 flight manuals to figure out how this worked. But the other thing that I wanted to show you about the NGX is with our mission here, with our flight plan. So if you notice, if you've tried to fly this plane in career mode, you've noticed it does not load the flight plan automatically. So if we go to flight plan, there's just nothing here. Okay? And so if you were to click in this box, it would hit destination, right? Nothing happens. We go to init, we can go to source. So essentially you want to go to origin, destination, alternate. So if you could manually punch that in here. So we could go destination and start filling all that out and going through all of this. Okay. What we're going to do instead is we're going to pull up the EFB. Let me move this to the center of the screens. A little bigger, easier to see. All right, so we open our EFB. We're going to click the navigation sign at the bottom, and then you're going to go to your route. So it's up here at the top. So we're going to go to route, and all you got to do, this route's already in the EFB. All you have to do is go down here, send route to avionics, and you'll have noticed now we have all of that flight plan information in our avionics already loaded in. So you will have discontinuities. Just to clear discontinuity, just click on that discontinuity and delete the waypoint. Oh, my thing was not there. Delete waypoint. So that'll get rid of the discontinuities. So yeah, that's how you're gonna set these planes up. Now it should fly just as normal. You still, I would, take some time, read through how to use the autopilot and things like that. But overall, the aircraft should work just fine if you do those things. Make sure your oxygen lever is on. Make sure you have a flight plan loaded and that you set that using the EFB. And You shouldn't run into too many issues with this aircraft. It is a fun one to fly. I actually really enjoy it. Yeah, with that, as always, if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best I can. I'm not a real-world pilot, but I will always look it up and try to do my best. There you go. Hope that helps. Hope you can fly the PC-12 now, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.